Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are after short May holidays, and that time I was visiting Dąbki, next to the Polish Baltic Sea, the Crystal Stone, would I translate it to English, tournament with 51 years of history. And this tournament was settled. Hugo Franek from Roszada Lipno has won this tournament, and on the final day yesterday, over 500 kilometers from me, from Warsaw, one of the Grand Prix of Poland tournaments was played, and I participated in that one. I took the second place, so I did have finally my first tournament practice this year after quite a break. It was not bad, it was not the best, but I'm quite satisfied with my games. But today, oppositely to what was yesterday, because then I played international checkers, international drafts. Now we are going back to the Brazilian 8x8 by international rules arena tournament in this application that you already should know. Checkers Online, provided by CC Games, the most downloadable application in the world with over 100 million downloads. So feel free to join me. Our arena starts in 1 minute and few seconds from now, and I hope we'll have some interesting, nice time. Schwarzman, powodzenia obuzy, siemaneczko, witam wszystkich, witam Danek, siemka, witam moją polskojęzyczną publiczność, oczywiście będę miał zaszczyt się z wami, moi drodzy, spotkać. Danek, siemaneczko. Ladies and gentlemen, 40 seconds till this arena starts, so feel free to join me. Now I can open the lobby. You can see already 116 players registered, so 30 seconds to go, and today I try to do my best to win this competition. I try to play quick games, to make fast decisions, and that way I want to gather more points than last week, because last week it was 29, and my job, my task is to gather more points. 3, 2, 1, and the first player should be found soon. Who will that be? Good luck to all players playing, of course. Fingers crossed for you. Collect many points, but not more than me, of course. Poland, VIP guy, who are you? Perhaps David again. It looks like it is David, with over 11,000 victories. Yep, this kind of opening has been played few times between each other, and this is something that perhaps I don't want the most. Yep, that's right. Okay, but I'll try to develop my right wing that way and see what happens. David, as you know, is playing quite fast. I will turn the volume on. Maybe that way. This is a bit expected, I think, but what to play here? Perhaps, you know what, I will try to play this move, because after exchange to 19 I can exchange this piece by playing 26 to 23, but he decides to exchange it right now. Okay. So can I attack this piece on 20 and then exchange on 23? Is it playable? Oh. Actually, this is extremely interesting, because what you want to play then? Yeah, you go there, I play here, and now this exchange is not allowed. So it looks like a good option for me to take this one. So my opponent perhaps limits himself out of possibilities here. So he decided to sacrifice the first checker, I play here, and he is out of moves. So will that be my victory against David? Probably it will. Yep, 2 points gathered, and I'm the first leader of the arena. Wow. Playing against David. So it was quite fast. I will be updating the scoreboard, as you can see. So now I have first 2 points, and my opponents surely will get some. Ukrainian Werewolf is my opponent on the second round of this arena tournament. Waiting for connecting to the game. But why is that taking that long? Okay. Something happened without the connection. That's the reason why the game was not decided, and I'll try to look for another opponent. Who it will be that time? United States, American opponent. So probably he prefers to play American checkers. But still, you have what you have. He played some American checkers games, as you can see already, 17 victories, but that one is played as well by him. 685 victories and 1816 of ELO. Quite a high one. And after this opening, it will be interesting, I think. Yeah. And many times I did have similar position to that one, and I don't know if that is winning one or not, because now perhaps this is possible. 21 to 17, this is not possible, I guess. He's losing a piece. Is it the way that I win this game after just opening of the game or not? It can look that way. Yeah, because after 31-27 I will go 3 to 8. If he attacks, I defend. And it looks like there is no other combination to expect. So he decides to sacrifice a piece that way. Of course, it's not American checkers, but Brazilian one, and I can capture forward. Okay, I'll just play it here. With this threat to 17, so he must react some. Oh, that's a nice reaction actually, because that way I don't have a possibility of going to 17, and if he wants to go to a king, he can. But he is not choosing to play there. So that way I will choose to play here to free myself a bit, and if he wants to take a piece, it will be just temporary, because I will attack on the next move. That's right. So I should keep this one checker ahead. I take here. There is a forced way for him to get to a king. If he plays 22, I go to 6, he goes to 17, that's right, he goes to 17, I attack. To 18, he can, or he can't maybe. Maybe he can't, because I was thinking, okay, that's the only way of sacrificing here and another one. But it looks good for me, I will have 2 pieces more. Of course he can't take to 1, because this king would be captured immediately. So he must go here to 3. He does that. And now my king is blocking 2 of his checkers, and I think it works well. That's right, I'll play here. I have many catching possibilities right now. And probably it's not safe for him to make many of at first glance possible moves. Okay, I'll take the control over the main diagonal now. Okay. The question is how to progress it. How to progress it now. So this is something that I didn't want actually, because it takes a lot of time to play this endgame, but now only move for him is to go directly to the end of the line, that's right. And this move, 13 to 9, probably will not be a good one to play. Probably, because I can attack to 5, and it looks like he is not having a good tempo to play, because if it was my turn, then it would be a disaster and maybe even losing position. Somehow. Maybe yes, maybe not. But here, he is on the move, and he must play something, and that's a big problem. Because if he moves with his king, then this king will be captured, that's right, that's why he decides to sacrifice here, and now I have this threat of going 24-27 on the next move, and this is just a victory. So I'm glad that the game will be won, but it could be made faster a bit. He was disconnected, he offers a draw, of course I reject, as this is winning one for me. So he immediately decides to sacrifice all the pieces. Next game. Okay, still I'm leading in the arena, so that's a good result after 10 minutes, 4 points only. And today the World Championship teams were finished in Portugal. And finally Netherlands won among men, and Latvia, which is an astonishing result. Latvia with the average age of 16.3 years old players. There were Misane Girl 1 and Misane Girl 2, the first one 14 years old and the second one 11 years old. And they have won the World Championship title. It's something amazing. And together with them, Jelena Czesnakowa, well and experienced and 24 years of age player. And they managed to beat so many opponents, including Ukraine, Latvia, China, not Latvia, but Poland, for example, Lithuania. Quite a good result, quite a great result. Okay, we are slowly getting to important moments, key moments of this game. So what will be the choice of my opponent now? Okay, so he or she wants to prepare many different traps in that position, which is understandable, of course. This is maybe the only move that I could make in this position. Because all other moves would come with losing on combination. That direction, you say? That direction, you say? Okay. I will take that way. If you want to take back, feel free. I'll go to the king. I thought so. It looks equal, I guess. But still some calculation is necessary in that kind of position. This standing on 4 is maybe something not easy for my opponent to play with. Perhaps there will be some way to use it. After this one I was thinking of this move and threat of going here. So now a draw is secured for me by playing this. But the question is if I want a draw or not. Oh, maybe there will be another beautiful Zugzwang here, because if my opponent plays here, 6 to 9, I play here, and you don't have a nice waiting move here. Or maybe this one works? No, there will be counter combination. Yeah, it will be beautiful after this one. 12 to 16. It will be beautiful. And I think it can happen. Okay. It's not happening, I play here. Okay, still I can make this combination. If you sacrifice this piece and attack here, 10 to 14, I will use the majority in a beautiful way. But well. My opponent is not letting me doing that. And that means that okay, everything looks like a winning continuation. I have, after all, 2 pieces more. But I really wanted to show you the way how it could be won by me. Let's just try to make it fast. Even this move maybe was not necessary. I could just hold the possibility of making this 1 for 2. So it is obviously winning, but it will take some time to do it. I'll just exchange this piece and try to quickly make some kings. Now just without enemies clicks, please. And I keep my fingers crossed for the next victory. Now my opponent must stay on the left side of the board, of course. And now the trap will be unavoidable. You must go away from the main diagonal now. Otherwise I will sacrifice my king here. Oh, not this one. This one here. So that's the victory against Ukrainian opponent, so it will be 6 out of 6, quite a good start. Okay, opponent surrendered, but you can see, now after third game I lost my leadership, and now having only 6 out of 6 I am on I don't know which place, and the leaders have already 9 points. So they gather it quite fast. Poland again, let's go. Who are you? Me someone. King, VIP, not VIP, just a king. So will that be a central game? Perhaps it will be. As I have an opportunity of going to the center, I'll take it. And slowly developing position into the center. If you would like to download this application, you can always follow what Nightbot sends on the Twitch stream. If you type !Android or iOS on Twitch, you will get the links to download the app and join us in playing this magnificent arena. With so many pieces, there is only one move possible here, 4 to 10 to 14. After that, my opponent can make a king by playing here, or maybe not, maybe he will be on zugzwang again. So it is not possible to sacrifice those pieces, and what I wanted to achieve that way was not to let my opponent to play 8 to 11, and now it's not allowed. And after this move, to avoid this threat, 10 to 15, I will just cover the gap here on 22 and will try to slowly wait for my opponent, because he will be out of moves soon. I don't like to see my opponent disconnecting many times, as you can see, because it's losing time. It's just losing time here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the question is if it works or not, because if I calculate it not well, then I could have some problems. But I think that now everything sounds good, because after this move I'll play here again to put my opponent in some kind of zugzwang. But wait a second, what will I play after he covers the gap? Okay, here to 18, and if my opponent goes to 17, I play here to 26, and this should be winning. Even after a tough endgame, I should be winning this position. This my opponent has elo of 1488. All those calculations must be done by you in every game, of course, to avoid mistakes. It takes time, it takes practice, it needs intuition to be used. So my opponent can make a mistake, can make a king by playing 17 to 22 and then 9 to 13. I will take 2 to the king, he or she will take 2 to a king, but I will take one more piece, and having this endgame with 2 pieces more should be easily winning one for me. And I must take into account the fact that my opponent is down to 30 seconds already. So opponent decides to lose a piece, to give a piece away now. And after that one I of course make this attack. Again, there is no way of saving from it, because covering the gap 9 to 13 would cause me taking 3 pieces. So, to be honest, it's time to resign. Time's up. But it was winning for me. 5th place, having 8 out of 8. It could be a bit faster. Brazil, okay, let's play a fast game. Let's play a fast game here, my Brazilian friend. 1648, okay. Accidentally, I accepted a draw as a cheater. Accidentally, too fast, but there was, in a blink of an eye, a thought, if not to accept it, and somehow I made it. Just to gather more points. But that was not the goal of the game, of course, sorry for that. And here, 4 to 8. This is a beginner here in the application. Okay, this is good for me as well. Sacrificing 1, taking 2. You must be always careful when you are moving forward with just 1 checker. And here, 4 to 8. Now, 4 to 8 or 2 to 7. I have nothing against making simple combinations to win a games quickly. I felt it. I felt it. There will be some move of that kind. So, I created a way of taking, capturing, and now I can simply go to a king. If you want to take my king, feel free, but play here 9 to 5, 5 to 9. That's right, thank you very much. So I use opponent's checker to perform another combination to collect 1, 2, 3 pieces. That's the moment to resign. Thank you very much. Okay, 3rd place. 11 points now. $11 points now, let's go. France, vive la France. Again, connection problem here. Is stream working well or not? I hope it is, because I don't see the preview working. Can you let me know on the chat if everything works or not? Russian opponent again. Again, for the first time tonight. 11,000, nearly 12,000 victories. Elo of 1834. I'm confused now if the stream works or not. Okay, Twitch works, thank you very much. Przestały mi się komentarze ładować z Twitcha, nie wiem czemu. Kto używa Chrome? No nie to okno. Dobra, miała być szybka gierka i przez to teraz spowolniłem mocno. Okay, YouTube is working. Let's focus on the game a bit, maybe. But at first I must solve the problem with the socials. So here. Let's restart Twitch. Oh, it's not showing. If my opponent knows how to play that well. That's quite interesting, you know? Because he plays as he is confident about the continuation in this game. If I go here, he goes here, here, and here. Okay, then I go here. This is better, definitely. At least I think so. Yeah. Piotr, dziękuję. Siemka. Co u prezesa? Je dobrego. Jak majówka? Majówka na turnieju. Kryształowy kamień. U nas jest ok, dobra. Na turnieju, na kryształowym kamieniu w Dąbkach, więc było intensywnie, ale też trochę odpoczynkowo. Czas trochę pomyśleć nad tą pozycją. Should I attack or go to 14? That's the question. After going to 14, he must go to 8. I can attack, he goes here, I go here. And that could be a good one, actually, for me. Because even if he plays here... Oh, there is the free move. There is this free move working. But there is another one I can play. So I think it can be working. He goes to 11, I attack here. He goes to 15, I attack to 9. He goes to 10, I go to 6. Okay, is there a way to save it? If he is playing that, knowing that this is possible to save, then it will be amazing. Having piece less, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's losing. It's over. So it's the pity that I spent some time on it. This majority is not working. So I'm winning another game. So I won all the played games, but one was a draw without playing, you know. Top 4, David in front of me. So I have 11 or 13 points. I don't know. I thought I have 13. Schwarzman, brak formy, kiepsko idzie. Kurczę, taki nick zobowiązuje. This is the opening I have played already. Today in the first game, I think. And that was losing 30 to 28, but this is playable, I think. So you are a good guy. Nearly 5,000 victories there. I lock it. Okay, you exchanged back one time, so perhaps you are a bit more flexible in this position, but maybe being active would be good one. Now you can exchange here, 2-4-2, 23-19. And it could be good, but you didn't do it. Can't go to 6 because of this combination, simple one, but I can play here, I think. Oh. That's painful. You play a nice game and then you make such a mistake. I know it is more difficult to see what happens after an exchange, but such an easy combination, 1 for 3. You must see if you have high elo of 1800, of course. So there is no point of playing, but perhaps my opponent has no possibility of resigning, as I don't have in my application right now. So he decides to avoid to sacrifice pieces, that's right. Okay, so I have 15. But the leaders have 19 points. So I was right that after the previous game I did have 13 points. So it's 15 after 34 minutes of this arena, and now I have Brazilian opponent. Let's go, let's try to do it fast. Okay, again a beginner, having 1010 elo and only 4 games played. 8 victories, sorry. 4 games played he has in international, 10/10. That's a common trap. You want to cause problems for me, and that time I cause some problems for you. Just having this 1 for 2. Easy jeezy. Okay, I don't rush. I just wait patiently for such opportunities where I can attack 2 pieces at once and take 1 for sure. It can be that one, of course. This will be my next move, probably, yep. And now, no matter where my opponent plays, I will make a combination. You will see. After this one is the simplest way of sacrificing 1, taking 3. So that should be a quick victory. Thank you very much. Next game, 17 points. How they collect so many points? 22 already. The leader. Is he the guy who proposes, who is offering a draw in each game? Maybe he is. So I want to play against him. Netherlands, okay. It's not a common thing to play against a Dutch player. 313 victories, and how many? In English rules, 500 victories. So I was sure that they prefer to play international 10/10, but perhaps not. Forward? Actually, it can be played. Oh, there was a Zugzwang again. But this is good as well. So many captures after a tight possession, and it brings us here to winning one for me. Maybe too fast. Okay, this one's easy. Nowhere else to go with your pieces, so please give it all to me. Thank you. Next one, second place. Okay. It's going nice right now. 3 points to the leader. But I guess that guy collected over 50 points last week. So it is quite difficult to chase him. Mr. Parrot, 1303. Okay, this is the opening they haven't played for a while. 547 victories. Meanwhile, do I have 400? Yes, I do. I have 410. That was not the move that I wanted to play. The second one. This is the one they wanted. Actually, this move can be losing already. But he or she is not deciding to play there. And this for sure is losing one. This is nice losing. So moving this one when I have those 3 on the edge is a huge problem, because there is no way not to let me remove this one on 10, and once it is removed I have open way to a king. So that's a very standard plan to win this checkers. Used by me since I was a child. And you can't avoid losing more and more pieces now. So what to do then? Resign. Why not? Thank you. And my opponent has gathered 3 points that time. So he is offering a draws, or he is watching ads. I don't know. Perhaps I will try to watch it after this game. I know it will kill a stream a bit, but you know, I just want to win this arena final. It will be tough. That's quite a nice active opening. And that could be a problem for my opponent. That's the only move to play. But what do you think that I go here even right now? Can it work? I hope it can. How will you defend from this attack? Okay, that's a good one. That's actually a good one. But you must make this move. Now it's too late because I make this exchange and I free. my pieces from this not so comfortable position. And I don't stop. Okay, there is a nice possibility of a combination and I must take it, or maybe I should not do it. 1, 2, 3. He will be going to a king. Why am I doing it? Because I was thinking of going to 18, takes, I let him to go to a king, go to 27, take 3 to a king, but there's this move, and I can't go to double line to win it. Ay 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 ay. So I just gave a piece for free. That's good I am. I gave a piece for free. And maybe I will have losing position soon after this exchange. So that's okay. Maybe he made a mistake. Maybe he or she did. That's right. Maybe this combination will be possible after this move. It looks like it is working now good for me. After this one, 6 to 10, there is majority, 17 to 14, 2 for 3. But there would be a counter combination, 1 for 4 for 3 again. Ay 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 ay, so it would be a draw then. So my only hope was that my opponent will be afraid of this combination and will decide to play here. So now it looks like this position gives me some chances. Yeah, it's winning. Or maybe... Oh, this move should be played to 18. What am I doing? This 16 to 20, I will go to 18, but now my opponent can go here, 19 to 23. I didn't deserve to win this game. I didn't. Still, it is playable after this one, 12 to 16. Because I can't sacrifice to 15, even going 2 and 2 here and here will give me a king, but not winning position, I think. It's a horrible game. It's a draw. If my opponent plays it perfectly. So I must make this exchange and hope that somehow I will have this 3 against 1 endgame that will be winning one for me. But I don't know if it works or not. Maybe it works. No. No, maybe it works, yeah. Is it possible for me to win it? Okay, I must go, but that way my opponent brings me closer to the king, and this one standing on 28 now makes the right job. Yeah, at first I thought about this variation, but this is not working going to 11. I don't know what to think about it. Okay, now it works. Quite a difficult technical endgame. Here to 12 and it's done. I will try to lock my opponent here. So he or she must leave this line. Okay. So there is no need of going to the third king and winning that way with this idea. But you know, that game took a long. I don't even have the possibility of watch the ad for additional point. Maybe something changed in my application. I was considering making it. Another French opponent, Amo. Is YouTube working or not?
I was drawn to work in market.
Okay, it does. Andre, hey! Okay, so let's speed up a little. Hemingway. Maybe this exchange is not that good because after all I help my opponent in developing his wing. That's right. Okay. And how to stay with the control of the central part of the board? Tell me please. I'll go for this one, but he can exchange 26-23 after all. Jakie mam plany turniejowe na ten rok? Powiem Ci, że za dużych to nie mam, pewnie tylko finał na przełomie września i października. Trochę bardziej się chcę skupić na tym kontencie anglojęzycznym, cały czas się skupiam, więc tam macie bardzo dużo treści. Filmy i nie tylko. Mocno inwestujemy i wierzymy w ten projekt. Tam też przy okazji trochę płatnych kampanii możemy wrzucić, więc ten kanał już ma ponad 24 000 subów, więc spoko to idzie. Let's set a trap here. Perhaps you want to go to 9, because if I move away you can go from 9 to 6, straight to a king. Will that be interesting for you, my dear friend, or not? Yes, it will be. But that was just a trap. That tricky I am. You take 2, but I take 1. It's equal and I have a king, of course. Więc nie jest łatwo plany turniejowe snuć, jak się nie jest takim, wiesz, bardzo aktywnym zawodnikiem. I sporo tych obowiązków wokół jest. Gratulacje i powodzenia. Dziękuję jej. Dziękuję i nie dziękuję, co by nie zapeszyć. Wiadomo, że chciałby człowiek trochę pograć, no bo tak... I would have a draw. Bo taki turniej nawet jak wczoraj grany, ten Grand Prix Polski, no to daje mi kupę przyjemności Friday i lubię sobie potworzyć. Na przykład w partii z Dawidem, Frankiem bardzo fajny cukcwang wymyśliłem i go na pewno wam pokażę, bo nagrywałem partię wczoraj. Z Olą Łukomską zrobiłem takie turbo fajne poświęcenie, ale się okazało, że była obrona, którą znalazła. I skończyło się tym, że nie wygrałem tej partii, a pozycja była wygrana, tylko chciałem ładnie to zrobić. Why only 11 teams? This is only. Looking at the history, it's not only. It's a lot. We do not see teams from America and Latin America in the competition. We do not see teams from the Central Asia, the number of teams. The truth is probably that no one cares about this tournament. Dilerek, good luck. I forgot to update the scoreboard. I don't know how many points I have right now. Looking at the past, it is many as 11 teams. Powodzenia, Danek. No to trochę liczyłem. Ale w sumie nie wiem, czy to jest dobre, czy nie. Teraz jest, ale musiałeś wychodzić 14/18 i grozić mi atakiem 10-15. Teraz to będzie już po ptokach. Dealerek nie pokazuje statystyk. One more. Okay. How to understand no one cares? The range of the tournament is like too low with the promotion of it, history, the range. The second thing is, for many countries it is difficult to collect the team of well playing players, like, you know, equal players. Pasa, jak się pokazuje statystyki, nie mam pojęcia. Another thing, you know, it is very expensive to send the team for the World Championship organized in Portugal, even for Poland, for example, and other European countries from the east of Europe. It is expensive. Looking at the budgets that we have in the drafts world. Nie wiem, Danek, jak się pokazuje, pewnie coś w ustawieniach byś musiał poszukać. Another French player. I will leave you for a second, be right back. Let's keep on playing. I think the game should be visible for you even if I was away from the screen. My opponent is disconnected now. That time I was hoping for this disconnection because I will get 2 easy points. Dzięki, Danek, dzięki. You know, Andrei, we can just dream about how it looks at chess, where you have the chess Olympiads for thousands of players, hundreds of teams, multiple teams. It's something amazing. Disconnect, disconnect. Ah, and back again. So this game will be long, probably. Here, 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 here. And maybe my best combination will be played that way. My favorite one. It is still possible. Here, 17 to 13. I go here, you go here, I go here. Oh. And now it's not possible anymore. Or maybe it will be after this exchange. But then it would require more precise moves. $145 victories, a low of 1274. So it looks like I should be a favorite one, but you know how it is with it. Forward or backward? Okay. Then I like how I am active in the central part of the board, because this checker 29 is not playing, and probably it will be the reason why I will be the winner of this game. After this attack I will just move forward to 23, I think. I'll try to get to a king as soon as possible. Now it will be possible, of course. Now it will be possible very cheap way. Because normally I would sacrifice a piece to get to a king, and now it will be for free. No way of saving this game. Some exchanges to speed it up. If I can take a piece, I'll take it. Pre-move. Almost like. No one wants to have pieces blocked. 29, 2 points ahead. Okay, podium, top 3 would be nice. So that's my goal now, 29 points. Okay, so now in 65 minutes I've gathered as many points as I've gathered 1 week ago. So it looks like there will be a progress, but you know, I'm only 2 points ahead from David, for example, in 4th place. He knows how to play fast, so it won't be easy to hold on this position. For that I need opponents to be found right now, right here. Oh, I don't like this kind of situations. I need someone. Just a moment looking for your opponent, but I need some opponent quicker and faster, and someone from Dominican Republic. So Latin America it is. 22 games, 1400 elo over, quite a good one. My favorite surrounding game. So last week I was surrounded all the time because I was playing white pieces all the time. Now I'm the one who can start to try at least to surround my opponents. Honestly, interesting move to make. I'm using the fact that my opponent is not having checker number 2, because there was no possibility of building this formation, this structure, to 7-11 to exchange it. And I don't have enough waiting moves here. But maybe somehow I will force my opponent to move this one checker. Because then even after exchanges, some simplifications in the further part of the game, I would have some positional strategical advantage, I think. Of course, it's not possible to exchange here 11-16 backward because I would sacrifice one take two. So what will that be? "21 minutes of this arena to play." That is extra interesting here. Now perhaps it is possible to run out of moves, my opponent, because, you know, normally I thought he will be playing 3-7, 4-8. That way he will be able to make two moves. But now he has only one move left, 5-9, and then I will play to 25, and he is on the move. And he doesn't have a move to play. This is of course losing pieces, 6-9. So that was not a wise decision to play, my dear opponent. After this attack, 6-9, I will be forced to make this exchange, I think. After this one would be an attack. Other moves, after other moves, other threats were waiting. So again, it will be possible for him to go to a king, but it will need to sacrifice a checker. And then I will have two more in the end game, and that should be enough to win it. I like having more checkers. He sacrifices it in a good way. I must go away, not to lose two pieces. And there is this threat now of going to 1, so he must leave this way, this line. The screen is frozen, but he stayed there actually. So I hope it will be refreshed soon, because the game is done already. That's what I meant, 4 points, and I'm 4th place, and I'm 2 points below David. Screen refreshed. So it will be David. If it will be David, it will be extremely important game to play. Yes, and he changes the first move. So he is afraid maybe of the last opening we've played. He made one exchange forward, I did not. So logic would say that I will have more save moves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it working? Is it working? Will I be able to lock David? It looks like that. If so, that will be something that has never been played here, you know? This will be the first time ever with having blocked so many pieces. That's right. And I win the game now. Wow. And that way I'm in front of David after winning this one. Wow. That was really nice and satisfying game. That has never happened before for me. Online here. Okay, I hope we'll learn something in this tournament. Good luck in future. I mean to improve it in the future. User someone from Italy. Let's go. So I played 2 games against David, and why I did not play against the leaders? Let's be fast. Co tu się wydarzyło? No, to było fajne, nie? Okay, it looks like a winning position already. Because my opponent left himself only this exchange, after which I can make 1 for 2. Working one. Because there will be counter with 1 for 2 that you will see. Yep. So after this one, I sacrifice 1, take 2. And at first glance everything is okay with this move, that's right, because he takes here now to 14. But the problem for my opponent is that after this one I have a tempo to create this move and to sacrifice 1 for 2. So straight from the opening of the game I did have a position that led me to win 1 checker, and now it's 6 against 7 of mine. Quite a good one. Manasza, siemanko, witam serdecznie. Dawno cię, Manasza, tutaj nie widziałem. Pionek więcej z panem Włochem. A tutaj chyba nawet drugi się szykuje do zdobycia. That is right. Let's make it fast even that way. Okay, maybe that's not the fastest way. Let's go, let's go. 35 points, 3rd place. David has gained 1. So it means that he watched the ad or made a draw fast way. So you can see that today only I accepted 1 draw. 1 draw in the beginning of the game. Cameroon, wow. In the beginning of the arena, just before the first move. I told you that it was misclick, maybe it wasn't, it was not, maybe I just wanted to make this fast draw to get 1 point more, but not taking this game into account, I won all the games tonight. So it's quite a good performance, you must tell me that. That's a quite good performance. So play something like this, please, or this one. Oh, thank you very much. So that way I am locking this wing. I didn't want my opponent to cover this gap number 7, because after this move normally there would be an exchange 14 to 17. That was something I wanted to avoid, of course. And I think this position gives me huge chances of winning it already. Because, for example, with this plan, my opponent probably will cover here, that's right, I will exchange. And my plan is to go to 19 and to exchange forward, and that's it, that will be winning. Because of this one that is not present in my opponent's position. like I mentioned, with this threat to 15. And if my opponent plays here, then still this threat works well. Here, you can go. I attacked you, you will be one square from a king. Feel free to go. 1548, hello. Hello, hello. Come on, there's nothing to play. You can just resign. Thank you very much. And I'm down to 4th place. So I would like to play against David again. 9 minutes 50 seconds. Brazilian guy. $17.59. And this exchange he plays. I liked this position and I don't like it anymore, I think. And I like it again. So that was the square my opponent had to control. Now it's problematic for him. I make this threat to 15, of course. And quite easily, my opponent lets me to do it. And even I will make a double combination here. Because now my opponent takes, and I can sacrifice another one, take 3 to a king. So it looks in an effective way. Fast victory, that was something I need. Thank you very much, my Brazilian opponent. Disconnected. Seriously? You can just sacrifice one last checker and let me win and go further and try to cross the border of 40 points. That would be amazing result that I have been trying to achieve for such a long time, and it disconnects, losing 30 minutes of my banker of time. Not nice, not nice. Please don't do it. Please don't do it that way. Pop up, please, of winning the game, thank you. Okay, third again. 2 points more than David? No? How it is possible? Bo dawno streamów chyba nie było, dlatego, a przed majówką Classic 30 plus 30 był grany i FIDE wbite zostało. Coś szachowego, tak? I FIDE wbite zostało? Ale to w sensie, że jakiś tytuł czy coś? Streamy są co poniedziałek, zawsze ma nasze. Obecnie najgorszy ranking FIDE, może coś poprawię. A jaki masz? Ciekawe. I co to był za turniej? Gdzie organizowany? Jakiej rangi? Ciekaw jestem. Brazil low. Okay, let's go. We don't have much time. Less than 6 minutes to win one, and because it's possible even 2 games. Zapomniałem o tej łapance. Oczywiście to też jest wygrane, ale z tego może było szybsze. Hmm. 1527, ale w marcu była korekta rankingowa FIDE dla zawodników do 2000 i żeby uzyskać ranking trzeba przekroczyć 1400. Ale to co, znaczy, że masz teraz ranking, czy nie masz rankingu, czy musisz z powrotem coś robić? Coś gdzieś mi mignęło o tej korekcie, ale nie znam szczegółów żadnych. I 527 to jest siła jakiej kategorii mniej więcej? Pardon. Punkt więcej od Dawida, ale nie będzie łatwo. One more point than David. So I won 20 games today. And this is probably the last one. Against Belarus, DT? Or this Victor guy? Yeah. So tough guy in the end. You can take a piece for sure. Huh. Should I accept this draw or not? That would be a good option for me actually. To be in top 3. But I declined. I can't do it. I just can't do it! And I will probably lose this game. If my opponent plays it well, maybe. Of course there is winning for him. This 1 for 2. If I attack, he goes here, I take, he gives 1 for free. Lucky me. So I did have an occasion, a possibility of losing the first game, finally. And my opponents don't want to take it. Jeśli miałem ranking, to dodali ranking 2000 minus obecny ranking razy 0,4. Na turniej kategorię grany trochę zabrakło, żeby dwójkę zdobyć. Okej, to już więcej wiem. To dużo się zmieniły te rankingi. Tak z tego wzoru mi ciężko to zewaluować. Okay, there is a chance. Thank you very much for this move, my dear opponent. That was great. It gives me chances of winning it. Small chances, but still chances. It's a draw, probably. Jeśli ktoś miał rapid 1200, to dostał 320 rankingu po korekcie. To mocno faktycznie. Leave this line, please. Leave this line, please. It's a draw. Oh, the tournament has ended already. Ay. Third place? Yoo-hoo! Third place! And it was not far from the winners. It was not far. This winner from Portugal 44. Second place 43 and me 41. Fourth place David 40 and Victor probably 40. So top 5. Really tight. So it was a really nice tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Gratki, thank you. Dziękuję bardzo. Specjalnie 2 partie celowo przegrałem, bo liczyłem, że wygrasz turniej. A to... Który jesteś? Ten Portugalczyk, czy ten? Czy ten Brazylijczyk na drugim? Kurczę, no, 3. miejsce to nie tak źle, słuchajcie, przy takich statystykach tak dalej. Z turniejowych partii wszystkie wygrałem, bo ostatnia się nie zdążyła policzyć. A ten jeden remis to ustawka. Dalej dealerek, then you have Netherlands, Russia, Poland, England, Great Britain actually, Brazil, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Argentina, Russia again, Poland, Brazil, Poland, United States, Russia, Brazil, Poland, Brazil, Uzbekistan, France, Brazil, Great Britain, United States and India. And finally on 31st place, the flag that I don't recognize. I used to read the top 30. So what is my reward here? 340 coins. So only for the first place, something more. Finally, 446 players have been playing this arena. Dobrze było, cieniutka forma u mnie, no to trzeba, wiesz, pracować, trzeba trenować. Będzie lepiej. Będzie zdecydowanie lepiej. No dobrze, moi drodzy, dziękuję wam bardzo za gierkę dzisiaj, było bardzo przyjemnie. Widzimy się na Twitchu i YouTubie co najpóźniej za tydzień. Może coś się uda odpalić w tym tygodniu, chociaż zawsze wam to obiecuję, różnie z tym czasem bywa. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and see you next week. Meanwhile, have a good week, have a good evening. And of course, remember to download this app, to follow the Twitch channel, to subscribe the YouTube channel, and many more to come, broadcasts and streams like this. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.